athletes, stand by! And...
For the first time in the 9-year history of the Teenage CrossFit Games, the teenage competitors have their own competition here at the Pit Fitness Ranch in Three Rivers, Michigan.
My name is Brock Yost, and I'm the director of the Teenage CrossFit Games. I call this a world-changing endeavor. So our affiliate is CrossFit Triple River. My wife Autumn Yost owns the affiliate and manages it. And we are a straight up family. And I know that's cliche to say in the CrossFit space, but we've bonded through so much shared suffering that it's hard to not think of them like family, you know? Over the years, 10 years, working out at the 6 a.m. with somebody, you tend to grow a little bit of a bond with that person, you know?
It's hot, just like we thought, so we wanted to really make sure the athletes stay cool. So we've been putting ice on them, cold water on them, cold towels on their backs. My name's Stephanie Price, and I am the event coordinator for the 2024 Teenage CrossFit Games. So I started CrossFit in 2013. I realized as a middle-aged woman and a nurse that I kind of had a choice to make, that I could pursue something that was going to further my health and make it better for the second half of my life, or not. And so I joined CrossFit, very quickly understood what the love of it is. I can come off of a 12-hour miserable shift and show up at the gym and feel amazing within 5 minutes of walking through the doors. Every time that I think, I don't know if I want to go to the gym, I always remind myself, yes you do, because every time you go you feel better.
You get a high five at the 5 a.m., the 6 a.m., the 8:30, the 9:30, the 5 p.m., the 6 p.m., and everybody's in there hugging, high-fiving and partying and having a good time. In 2020, during the pandemic, the CrossFit Games had to shut down the games. During that time, they decided to eliminate the teenagers, the adaptives, and the masters from the CrossFit Games and hold the games at the ranch.
And we looked around and we have 65 acres of open air. And I texted Brock, our executive director, and I said, we could do something.
So in 2020, we actually anticipated only doing it that year, just as like a placeholder for the games.
And we had 46 athletes show up in 2020. It was really awesome. It was a great community gathering experience, not just for us locally here in Three Rivers, Michigan, but really for the whole CrossFit community.
What's up, guys? My name's James Sprague.
I'm Dallin Pepper.
And rumor has it, we might be heading out to the Pit Fitness Ranch this year to join you guys.
And then we found out how much everybody loved it that year. Everybody just had a great time, and those kids made bonds. Everybody really was like, we got to do this again next year. And we did it again in 21, it was even better. And then 22, awesome. 23, it was literally like, it was magical. It was really, really special.
I visited the pit last year, which was 2023 in the summer, and I got to meet Brock and Stephanie and his whole crew. And right from the get-go, it was an obvious choice as far as running the teen division primarily, and then partnering with the CrossFit Games. I think the attitude that Brock brings to the table, his kind of old school ethos, it's just absolutely right. I can't say enough good things about how they teach camaraderie, how they teach good sportsmanship, the emphasis on the healthy aspects of competition and not just being on top of the podium at the end of the week.
We let these kids know that their worth and their value is not measured by how much they can clean and jerk, or where they land on the leaderboard, or how many followers they have, or how many likes they get on whatever post they're doing.
It really doesn't have much to do with, oh, there's a such and such athlete is coming up and look at the big numbers they can put out. I mean, that's cool, but more so it's the attitude that's fostered here that I think is going to lend these kids so well, regardless of what they choose to do in their life, whether that's CrossFit for the next couple of years, whether that's something completely different. That kind of character development, I think, is what gets me most excited.
I think sometimes as a competitor, we get a little bit selfish, we get a little bit entitled feeling. And it's easy to do when you're better than everybody else, right? Or better than all your friends. But I think the more noble road to take is the road where you lead from the front with a positive attitude, a leadership role, a mindset that's inclusive and bringing people in and talking to your friends and having fun and hanging out with them. To me, it's creating future leaders And that's our vision and our mindset here. It's like if we can impact 10 kids this weekend, eventually doing this for 15, 20 years, you got a lot of good humans out there. And I mean, I think if we can make more good humans in the world, then we're doing a little job of making the world better. Thanks, man. I love you.